Good evening to all the viewers, parents, friends, and family. I'm Tanisha, the student representative of Pasxcel Academy. And today, we're gathered here for a very important charity event, hosted by our very wonderful yet amazing Pasxcel community. Before we get started with the event, I would like to encourage everyone to show your support to the students presenting today by dropping a like and comment down below. And don't forget to share this live with all your friends so they can also learn a thing or two from this event. Further ado, let's hear from our teacher, Mr. Rashid, who will introduce you about the Charity Entrepreneurship Program.
Thank you, Tanisha. Okay, so basically this program was done over the summer break a few months ago. So we thought that it would be important for our students to learn some valuable entrepreneurial skills, such as how to build a product, how to market their product, how to make sure that their product gets sold. But on top of that, we thought we don't really just want them to learn how to make money. We thought that it's an opportunity to teach them about those people that are less fortunate than them. So what they've done is that all the profits from their sales are going to the charity of their choice. So later during their presentation, they will tell you exactly how much they made and where the profits are going. And they spent 4 weeks working on this, and they've all done really well, and they put in a lot of effort, and they've learned a lot of things which they will share with us later. So I don't want to take up a lot of your time. So what we're going to do is I'm going to let the students introduce themselves and tell you exactly what they did. Okay, so let's hear from the group themselves about what their journey was like, and they will have a few presentations and videos that they will show us. Let's hear from Sarah's group, where she will tell us her journey through her group, Dams in Distress.
Hi everyone, I'm Sarah. I'm the leader of Dams in Distress. I'm 13 going to 14, and today I'll be talking about the charity project. This charity event is hosted by the teachers of Pasxcel, that being Mr. Rashad and Mr. Yuvin. I will be sharing my experience and thoughts about it. Before we get into this, a question that may immediately pop up in your mind is, what is charity? The definition of charity is the voluntary giving of help, typically in the form of money to those in need. An example of the word is stated below. To be frank, this is not the best definition we can find. You may still wonder, what does this really mean? I will share with you my definition of charity in the next slide. The definition of charity is an act where wealthy men or saints try to help people to make themselves feel better. Just joking. The truth is, many people who do charity are the best people in the world, and they change the world for the better. Let me share a secret with you. I never thought that I would be actively involved in a charity project before this. It's because I didn't have a job or an income. I still don't. I didn't believe that one can help other people when he or she has no money. But last August, Pasxcel presented to us the possibility of helping the needy, even when we are still a student. After a few meetings with our teachers, I learned that we can sell our product for a short period of time, and the profits we earn would go straight to charity. Creating and selling products is not as simple as one may think. Now that the charity event has ended, you know that I did not die of stress. That is good news, I suppose. But you may want to know, how did we do it? Today I'll be covering a few topics. That will be who is in Dams in Distress, what did we sell, how did we make our product, etc. So now you may want to know, who are the members of Dams in Distress? Do you know why our name is Dams in Distress? Or do you have hints of who we are? Leave a comment below. But before that, now Desmond is going to present and tell us all about him.
Hi everyone, I'm Desmond. I'm one of the authors of our book. I am chosen to be an author because I love expressing what I have in mind and I like putting my thoughts in words. That's all from me. Arshad will be next.
Hello there, I'm Arshad, an author in the Dam in Distress community. I like being an author because I have many ideas for unique codes. It is fun that I had an experience with my friends. Thank you, and now the mic belongs to Meher.
Hello everyone, my name is Meher Parucha and I am 14 years old. I am one of the authors in Dams in Distress. I am also the co-leader and designer alongside my teammate Kaylin. I was chosen to be the co-leader because I am good at coordinating and doing little tasks of everything here and there. I enjoy the task of writing because I love writing and it's one of my hobbies. Now Kaylin, you may start.
Hi everyone, I'm Kaylin. I turned 11 this year. I'm the marketing executive of Dams in Distress. I marketed our book. I mostly help by creating and posting posts with another team member, Meher, on our Instagram page. I got the role of marketing executive because I went through a bit of a test by Sarah and Meher. That's it from me.
Wow, amazing speeches, also spoken by young and talented teenagers, people. So now you may want to know our journey. So let me tell you a story. Once upon a time, a man named Mr. Rashad gave birth to 3 kids. Oh, it should be. Once upon a time, Mr. Rashad gave an assignment to 3 kids. It was only then I got to know that Meher, Desmond, and I were in a team. I was delighted that Mr. Rashad was kind enough to put Meher and I in the same group. So we were off to complete our first task. Our task was to find a group name while we were in our breakout rooms. And to be honest, we were not doing so well. After a few ums and uhs, I suggested demons. It was cool, right? It had all 3 initials of our names. We happily selected the name and waited until the breakout room ended. But there was a twist when another member tumbled into our group so suddenly. We later learned that in Mr. Rashad's time of waiting for us, he had added a new brother into our team. Demons did not have an A in it, as far as I can tell. We had to try a new name, something that would make everyone feel included, a name that would be easily remembered, and a group name that could easily catch someone's eye. Mara came up with a great idea. She suggested Dams in Distress, which originated from the damsel in distress. Fast forward, Mr. Rashad dropped a big bomb on us. He told us to find something to sell soon and left us smiling through the pain. The deadline was in 3 weeks. We needed something to combine all our skills with. A children's book was a fun exercise for Meher and I to write, both of us having writing as our hobby. Arshad was also good at drawing. We only needed 2 to 3 pages and it was done for printing. Since Desmond is good in math, he could help us monitor the sales. With that, we started making our going to be children's book. After a few long days of planning, researching, writing, and discussing every day during our meetings at 4:30, Mary and I finally finished writing the children's book. We proudly shared it around and we were glad with our results. I designed the book cover and Asha was going to draw the illustrations. The member agreed on the title, My Papa is a Superhero, for the children's book. It was a heartwarming story, advising that parents did not need to create a false image of themselves just for their children to look up to them. There are many, many traits that children respected, and it did not have to be lifting up a bus or saving 100 people. We shared the final results with our parents, but they did not like it as much as we thought they would. With the advice of Ma's father, an amazing author, we learned that no one would want to buy our books. And most probably very few people would learn from it, much less enjoy it. We are creating something that no one would want to buy. We were setting ourselves up for failure. What were we supposed to do? Was I supposed to start all over again when the deadline was so close? I couldn't sleep. That's why I had a meeting with Meher at midnight. I was staring at a blank screen, feeling tired and rejected. Meher told me that her aunt had an account where she posted quotes. This aunt used photos online and created quotes for many to read and be inspired by. I listened to her, and she suggested that maybe we could drop what we did, changing our product completely, quickly. Why were we so excited of printing a children's book when no one would like it? Were those nights and hours of planning, organizing, writing, and designing all for nothing? Did we have to start all over again after being so close to our goal? We only needed to draw a few pages and send it for printing. So why didn't it feel right? Would my opinion as a leader influence the outcome of this event? What if this breaks our results? But the worst and ugliest thought was, would my group fail because of me? Mr. Evan once taught me that a trait all successful businessmen needed was to be risk-taking. They were the kind of people who had the bravery to drop something in order to achieve something better. Yes, we may lose everything by changing our product. Yes, we may not have enough time to finish it before the deadline. And yes, we may not sell anything at all. But if we could finish it, if we could somehow bring the limited time we had by our side, we will learn and earn more than what we would have with only selling children's books. So what was stopping us? Meher was waiting for my answer, to call silence. That was when I told Meher, you know what? It's worth a risk. Let's start all over again. Now, you may be wondering, what is our final product? How does it look like? Why did we choose it? After rushing the zine in limited time, we were able to create something that could inspire a person or improve their life, or it could be something for them to relate to. Of course, we chose a zine of quotes. The authors, Meher, Arshad, Tasman, and I, wrote more than 100 quotes as options. The best quotes would go into the notebook, and we hope it inspired many people. I designed, drew, and edited all the drawings for each page. This made them more interesting for the reader to appreciate the illustrations. After I made the cover of the book, we named it The Third Eye, because it projected the world through the perspective of mere teenagers. It was the third eye of the world. The notebook and the quotes in it were written by raw emotions and thoughts, advices and tricks. The authors had fun writing them because, as Asha quoted, it was easy. Trust me when I say they were good at it. If you know me, you know that I respect good marketing strategies. Marketing is one of the most fragile yet important part of business. One small imperfection and your product is not getting customers. I'm going to share with you how we marketed our products. And you may be asking, hey Sarah, isn't Kaylin a part of our team? Why haven't you not mentioned her? Well, it was only during the time we were marketing our product did Kaylin join our team. As you can see, I got a text message from Mr. Vina asking if Kaylin could join our team. We hosted a meeting to get to know her skills and how she could improve the workflow of our team. The co-leader of our team, Meher, thought that we could include her in our team. The only problem was that we were almost done with everything, and Kaylin might not have much to do. So we must create a new role for her. Kaylin later played a big part in our marketing department. Alongside Meher and I, she was the marketing executive and created designs for feedback or posting. She was also very responsible. She got her mom to drive all the way to my house to pick up the books when the books were already ready for sale. Not to mention, she was good at the advertisement we produced, and she was a good actress. She was able to do what she was instructed to. We are grateful that Mr. Vina introduced her to our team. Instagram was one of the social media platforms we marketed our product in. Besides Kaylin, Meher and I also designed posters and edited videos for posting on the account. Our slogan was, "Be our hero today." The managers of Facebook were Desmond and I. We did the same thing. This is one of the videos I created as an advertisement. Sales. Sales is the most important measurement to our projects because it is the part where the money comes in. Since our group was split into 3 countries, that being Malaysia, India, and Saudi Arabia, we decided to only sell our product in Malaysia and India. Malaysia was the most suitable country to market and sell our products because the majority of us live in Malaysia. Here, we mainly sell the products on Shopee. However, Meher, being the independent girl that she is, she managed to find someone to print the zins in India and sold all the books by herself. Respect. We're able to achieve the number of customers we wanted. Firstly, it's because we had many supportive people around us. But another reason, I believe, is the digital preview of our book. We shared this to our friends and relatives before they purchased our products. The preview made them trust our product because they knew what they were going to get. Of course, the pages we shared were not all of it. It was only a sneak peek for them wanting to see more. After we have received the books, we are able to take a few pictures and post it on Shopee. We send a link to the waiting customers and check the names off once again when we receive their orders on Shopee. By the time we received the books, we only had 1 week left before the deadline. My routine last week was to process Shopee orders, packing the books, and dropping parcels at JNT every day. So now you may ask, how much was our profit? Our sales was slightly more than 2,000 ringgit after misusing the cost of printing, which is about 800 ringgit. We have the profit of 1,725 ringgit. I think we did pretty well for a small project. All profit we earn will go straight to helping the Children Cancer Ward in HKL. We think they need the money more than we do. This limited amount of money may not make a big difference, but we hope it will provide some smiles on the young patient's face. The leader from the other team, Tanisha, once asked me this question. At the time, I wasn't able to answer her. But after some time of repeating this question in my head, I think I finally got an answer. The answer is, of course, it's because I'm a fantastic leader. Just kidding. I had wonderful teammates who did their part. For example, both young Kaylin and Desmond filming themselves for our advertisement, and the very shy Arshad who started speaking up and giving more interesting ideas. Not to forget the supergirl Meher, who was able to handle the sales in India all by herself. The teachers were also very supportive and bought many books from us. We had customers who were patient and polite, and friends who were kind enough to bring us to where we are now. Lastly, I shall conclude this presentation on a sweet note. To those who didn't buy our books, sleep tight. Thank you everyone for listening to this presentation. I hope you enjoyed learning about my experience throughout this event. Do you have any questions?
Thank you, Sarah.
Yes, thank you, Sarah. And we have your books right here. I have so many. Look at this.
We were hounded to buy the books.
Good sales technique, you know, hound people to buy them. It's very good.
Guilt trip us into saying, oh, it's just a little bit, just buy a couple more. If only Tanisha had guilt tripped me as well, I probably have bought so many candles. Let's hear from Tanisha's group, where she will tell us about their journey in BioWorks.
2 months ago, the wonderful teachers of Pasxcel approached us in hand with a proposal of a charity entrepreneurship program. We all enthusiastic students of Pasxcel Academy gathered in a Zoom meeting in excitement of knowing what will happen. Teachers assigned us into different groups, telling us that we had a charity entrepreneurship program that we had to take on forward. For those of you who may not know me by now, I am Tanisha. I am the leader / founder of BioWorks Enterprise. And now I would let my team for you to get to know them. Arena, unfortunately, she's not here, but she is the co-founder and assistant leader in this entire project.
Hello, everyone. My name is Antrish Araf, and I'm in charge of managing sales here in Malaysia for BioWorks Enterprise.
Hi, my name is Norauda, and I'm in charge of sales in Saudi Arabia.
Thank you, Rauda. These are the contents that we will be going through in our presentation, so please do not go away anywhere. Firstly, we'll start off with our journey. Within the first week, me and my team actually had quite a lot of ups and downs. We had to compromise a lot as our ideas did not match. But at the end, we did come through. Within the second week, we had to start buying our products and making them. Marketing and selling our products took place within the third and fourth week. We're now at a week where they were presenting to you. This was the original idea that we had for our product. We wanted to use waste materials and turn them into something so beautiful. But the problem with this was that we could not market it. Products like that would not be having great sales, therefore we had to change. We lacked in marketing skills. We couldn't deliver our products if it was somewhere outside of Johor Bahru. Attracting customers with these products was a lot difficult. Solutions to this was that we sold products within our own community and where we stayed. We delivered products in ways that we could just leave them at our guardhouse and people could purchase them from there. Attracting customers, well, we tried harder and come up with a different solution to this. We created products such as scented candles, earrings, beaded earrings, actually made from beads and threads, and hot glue gun to a velvet. Colorful threaded and rhinestone earrings, along with some of the beaded, designed, and color contrasting bracelets. Our process was really easy. First, we had to buy resources through shop lots. Second, we had to produce efficiently. Now, coming from a Fijian culture, we are often told to weave and bead at a very young age. I used my previous experiences to create the earrings, bracelets. Scented candles could be easily made through wax and extract, vanilla extract or any scented extracts. Advertising, we advertised our product through the WhatsApp community group that we have here and used a lot of Instagram postings. We sold our goods that were consumer friendly. Our main goals was to create awareness of the livings in the stray dogs, the sales on buying our products and increasing them. Communication was important within our team members. Here's a short video that we prepared and we'd like you to watch. We sold our products in 2 countries, Malaysia, where me and my brother both sold, and in Saudi Arabia, where Arina and Rauda sold their product.
For this charity entrepreneurship program, we were able to raise a whopping 659 ringgit and 25 cents. We were happy with this amount we raised because we were able to surpass all our goals and expectations. We manufactured the product at a cost of 333 ringgit and 25 cents. We sold a packaged bundle for 43 ringgit and 95 cents, which included a pair of earrings, a bracelet, and a vanilla scented candle. All of these items could have been purchased individually. A pair of earrings would cost you 15 ringgit, bracelet will cost you 4 ringgit 95 cents, and a vanilla scented candle would cost you 21 ringgit. By selling these products, we managed to make a profit of 315 ringgit. This was a huge success because we managed to raise more money for charity than we expected to. Due to the fact we all lived in different places, we decided to divide ourselves into 2 teams. Team number 1 was my sister and I, who sold products in Malaysia. Team number 2 was Rauda and Arina, who sold curry puffs and desserts in Saudi Arabia. In Saudi Arabia, the second team managed to raise 200 ringgit.
All the donation that we have got together will go to PAWS. PAWS is an animal welfare society that treats animals that have been abused and gone through cruelty. These were some of the feedbacks from our customers. Scented Candles has approximately 10 feedbacks, but here are the 3 ones that I've selected for you. Jolene has said that the candles smelled amazing. It had a soft scent to it. Arena said that her mom liked my candles. Vanessa has said that the scents are a combination of strong and sweet at the same time. Earrings had approximately 12 feedbacks, but here are the best ones I've selected for you. Sarah said that I loved the bead earrings. Grace has said that both earrings were great and so fashionable. Threaded earrings are so in fashion was said by Bella. Bracelets, we had about 7 customer feedbacks, and these were some of them. Emma said that her daughter loved it, even she bought some for her friends. She used it as a friendship bracelet. Isabel said that she loved the colors and patterns on the bracelet. Ruby said the bracelets were extremely beautiful. Now we'll come to an acknowledgement part in our presentation where I would like to thank all the teachers, teammates, fellow students, and parents for making this event a huge success. I would like to take a leave now and thank you all for staying. If you have any questions, please do let us know in the comment section. If you wish to find us, we have an Instagram account under biowork_2021, or you can mail us at biowalk@gmail.com. Thank you very much for staying back and going through our presentation.
Whoa, wow. Excellent job.
Thank you, Tanisha. Very well presented. All right, so now that you've heard the presentation from the groups, well done, everyone. And the winner, I will announce the winner now, and the winner is Dams in Distress.
Excellent
And the
job.
winner will be getting a mystery prize that will arrive in their place short, and everybody will get a certificate saying that they have attended the program. Now, let's hear from the students themselves about what they thought about the program. Let's hear from Meher.
I felt this program was very necessary, not only to help the less fortunate, but to also teach us about how to go about a business and how to deal with people and how to get work done, not by getting frustrated or by, saying, I'll just do it myself, but by actually understanding what the problem was and working together as a team. This helped us communicate a lot better and a lot more clearer.
Thank you, Meher. Yay. So well written.
Yeah, wow. It was
Yeah.
impressive.
That's because Sarah calls you at 2 o'clock in the morning. And said, rewrite the script, Meher. You can see Meher's smile is just a
I'm
facade.
very kind, okay? I'm not like that.
She's just very sweet. She'll call me up in the morning. She'll ask me, have you woken up yet?
Meher, I know. She's very sweet. Yeah. I believe. That's not what she says in Discord, yeah, by the way, Sarah. Okay, so now let's hear from Kaylin. Hey, Kaylin, what did you think about the program?
Hi, I think the program was great. I really liked it. I was glad I joined it. I felt really included, and it was my first time doing something like this.
I'm glad to hear that. Now let's hear from Arshad. What are your thoughts about this program?
This program teach me not to give up, keep on going, and make sure you'll pass.
Thank you, Arshad.
Wow.
Very good. This is so different than when he first arrived, right? Remember?
Yeah, when he has arrived, he barely spoke.
I love it so much. The new Arshad is like so sassy. Do you know the way he texts me on Discord is like, God, he burns me so much. Okay. And now finally, let's hear from Desmond. What did you think about the program?
I think it's a really good program. I think you should do more this program to make us like more work in a group. Yeah.
Awesome, right? So listen to that, guys. This is recorded. Desmond requested we do more group work. So don't blame me when I give you guys more group work. Blame
You will
them.
realize that it's gone from your photos by tomorrow.
So now that we've heard from the students, let's hear what some of our parents think about the program. So here we have Mr. Frank, who is Kaylin's father, who will talk a little bit about his views on the program.
Hello, my name is Frank Bateman, father of Kaylin Bateman, a new student in Pasxcel. My view of this charity program: it was an excellent idea by the Academy to teach the students social responsibility. Firstly, I would like to congratulate Dams in Distress for this fundraising activity, where the beneficiary was the Oncology Department in Kuala Lumpur Hospital. This noble cause has taught them the virtue of empathy. Secondly, this has also taught the students the fundraising process from conception to completion, where it included idea generation, planning, strategy, designing, marketing, production, and sales. Overall, Kaylin was very excited to be included and involved in this team event, where there was a strong synergy within the team. Overall, I think this was a fantastic event by Pasxcel.
Okay, so that was Mr. Frank with his thoughts. So now we're going to have Mr. Rusbeh, who is Meher's father, and let's hear what he has to say.
Hi, I'm Meher Barucha's father, Rusbeh Barucha. I cannot express the happiness that I felt seeing Meher and her classmates involved in this beautiful project, this charity program. I really believe that if education does not include and does not inculcate the sense of sharing, the sense of helping, especially those who are economically less privileged, then that education is nothing but curriculum studying to get a certificate. This program, which was initiated, really touched my heart. I truly believe such programs should happen with greater intensity and frequency. I could see the passion in the eyes of Meher. I could see the commitment and dedication, knowing that she is doing something that in a small way would help somebody else. I'm truly grateful for the school and the institute for initiating this program. It was really heartening. All I can say is thank you so much for giving my daughter this opportunity to serve. Thank you for making Meher aware that education means holistic growth, overall growth, and to help those less fortunate, to help those in need is the most important part of education. In India, they believe charity of knowledge, which we call Gyan Dan, is the highest form of charity. And when that education includes a program where you can help the less fortunate, then that whole sentence of education being the most important form of charity really makes sense. So once again, thank you. I'm truly proud of Meher, Sarah, her other schoolmates who have worked so hard in putting their heart and soul during their vacations on such a beautiful project. Thank you so much for giving my daughter this opportunity. God bless.
What a speech.
Such a fantastic speech, Mr. Rusbeh. Thank you very much. And now we're going to listen to Tanisha's father, Mr. Tarinder, and let's hear what his thoughts are.
Hi, my name is Tarinder. I'm the father of Tanisha and Antrix. I would like to give some feedback on their charity event done as part of their school activity. I am very impressed about the activity, about what they have done. This exposed them to appreciate the charity and charitable events, and how the whatever we do as charity can affect the other people who are in need or who need support. It could be people, or it could be anything. And I would like to thank the school for conducting this kind of events, apart from focusing only on studies. This is very helpful for the kids, especially nowadays. They tend to stick to their tabs, phones and computers, but this kind of charity programs will help the kids to enhance their life and appreciate the other values.
Thank you very much for your feedback. Okay, so just to close off the ceremony, we are going to have our principal, Mr. Yuvan, give a little speech. Mr. Yuvan, you have the floor.
Thank you, Mr. Rashad. Now, it was really wonderful listening to all of you present and share your opinions about the program. Honestly, I think before I start, we need to talk about how people live today, right? So in today's time, during the pandemic time, a lot of people live in fear. And the fear is so much during the pandemic times. Like on normal days, yeah, people live in fear, but it doesn't show. But during the pandemic, you can see fear almost everywhere. And on a normal time, people fear to try something out new because they fear being bad at it. People fear, for example, going to a restaurant because they might not like food there. People fear going to the gym because they might, people might laugh at how light they live or how bad they look when they run on the treadmill. People fear going to the therapist because of the fear of being labeled mentally ill, right? And some people fear leaving a job they hate because they might not be able to find another one. A lot of people say that they don't have the courage, right? They don't have the courage to do something else. They don't have the courage to do something different. They don't have the courage to do extraordinary things in life. So what they do is they choose to stay put. They choose a stable, well-known, well-trodden path in life, but definitely a mediocre one. Now, for us to realize what fear is, I think we need to look at courage. Courage is not the absence of fear, right? And I think Nelson Mandela puts it very well when he says this, right? I learned that courage was not the absence of fear, but the triumph over it. The brave man is not one who does not feel afraid, but he who conquers that fear. Now, the reason why I'm talking about fear and courage is because I believe what you have done is truly courageous. Because if you look, you guys are a bunch of kids, 11 to 15, teenagers who saw what happened during the pandemic. And when I came and me and Mr. Rashad came to you with this idea, you saw that people are in need, you saw animals were in need. And instead of complaining, instead of pointing fingers, instead of saying, oh, I'm too young, I'm not skilled, I don't know, I can't do it. Instead of saying all these things, what you did was, okay, let me use my abilities and my talents and see what I can do, right? You took your abilities and your talents and you tried to help others. And when we started this program, that was the miracle of it all. None of you had any idea about marketing. None of you had any idea about budgeting, buyer psychology, product distribution, how to advertise. You knew nothing. But in 5 weeks, you not only have managed to learn the basics from us during the workshops, but you also managed to put things together in motion and generated amazing results, right? Now, to you, it might seem like what you did was just a project, was just a school project. Oh, and we did well, we raised like 300 or we raised 1,700 ringgit. But what I want you to really realize is you took action, right? You cut down the time between thought and action and you really just moved forward. I believe most of you who did the project did not even have the time to let doubt or fear from stopping you from actually completing the project, because that was a valid option. When you were telling your story, there were many times you thought you were going to fail. Like Sarah was saying that, oh, should I fail now? Should I let my whole team fail? And Tanisha was wondering, I wanted to do something else. Now we're doing something completely different. And at that given point, you could have chosen to stop. After all, it's just a school project. You could easily say, I don't want to do it anymore, right? But you did not let that stop you. You actually progressed, you proceeded with whatever ideas you had, and you tried to make the best out of it. And truthfully, that's what life is all about. If you forget everything that you learn in school, what I don't want you to forget is this, that you have the capacity to achieve. And I can't even tell you how proud I am that you had the courage to persevere and complete the projects. Because this is something most adults will give up. Most adults will say, I can't do it. I don't have the time. I don't have the skills. But you guys persevere, right? So for that, I am super, super proud of you. Now, it is my firm belief that a school should first and foremost function as a sandbox. I believe I talked to you guys about this even when I presented my marketing seminar to you guys, right? It should be a sandbox what is a sandbox? A sandbox is a space, it's a safe space for you to try your hands at risky things, but in a controlled environment. Now, I am super glad that Pasxcel has been that safe space that allowed you to try your hands at entrepreneurship. Because like how I share in my class, entrepreneurship has what, like 9 out of 10 chances of you being a failure. But you guys had this chance to try something out while you were in school. Now, as you complete this program, right, the charity entrepreneurship program at Pasxcel, my only wish is that you remember this. You remember that as a team, you could achieve so much more. I know in many schools, many teachers don't emphasize this enough. Like you realize it's like Meher said just now, right? I realized as a team, I could achieve so much more than what I could achieve as a person. So if you understand that, and then you will not say things like, okay, let me try to do this on my own. Because if you get together, you definitely can do better. And a lot of you have learned leadership. A lot of you have learned how to work with teams remotely, because some of you were in this country, some of you were in Malaysia, some of you were in India, some of you were in Saudi. So you guys actually learned how remote working is executed. And you can't say the same thing for many adults. Many adults still, they still can't wrap their head around that. And you guys not only managed to work remotely, you managed to create a business and make it successful. So in 5 weeks, you learn how to work as a team, you learn the basics of business, and guys, you generated money to help the needy. Most people can't do this. So what I want you to remember is if in 5 weeks, you can achieve so much when you put your heart and mind into it. And for some of you, I know you didn't even use 100% of your potential. Just imagine what you can do if you put in more effort, if you put in more knowledge, more time to learn, more time to sharpen your skills, and with more effort and support from the community here, what are the amazing things that you can achieve in the future, right? So honestly, this is definitely my belief about all of you. I believe that you have limitless potential, and I want you to always remember when life gets difficult, when you look back, you remember this program and how fast you managed to achieve things. So with that, I take my leave. And I thank you for participating and doing such an amazing job. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Mr. Yuvan. And now it's on to Tanisha to say our farewell.
Thank you, Mr. Yuvan. Thank you, Mr. Rashad. All the teachers and students for making this charity program a huge success. We humbly thank each and every one of you for being here with us and spending your evening. But wait. Just before you all slide to a different page, do drop us a like or comment down below on how you enjoyed our program today. And if you wish to see more content from us, be sure to follow our Facebook page at pasxcel.com. We'll see you there.